Whether you're a morning person or a bedtime procrastinator, everyone deserves a mattress that works for their style. And you'll find the best mattress for you at Ashley. The new Temper-Adapt collection at Ashley brings you one-of-a-kind body-conforming technology, making every sleep tailored to be your best. The collection also features cool-to-the-touch covers and motion absorption to help minimize sleep disruptions from partners, pets, or kids. Shop the all-new Temper-Adapt collection at Ashley, in-store or online at ashley.com. Ashley, for the love of home.
On today's Smart 7, Nigel Farage takes the plunge in Clacton. Mexico celebrates its first female president, and lots more. It's Tuesday, 4th of June. It's International Corgi Day, and happy birthday, Angelina Jolie.
The Smart 7. It's news, but not the news.
It was another chaotic day of campaigning on Monday, with 1 month left before the general election. Rishi Sunak was photobombed by a boat full of Lib Dem supporters in Henley. Diane Abbott is due to be selected as a Labour candidate after last week's row over a leak, and Grant Shapps phoned Sky News live on air as they revealed new polling. Shapps hurriedly hung up, but the Sky poll suggests that he and many big Tory names, including Jeremy Hunt and Penny Mordaunt, could lose their seats unless the tide turns for the Tories. Meanwhile, Labour leader Sir Keir Starmer was busy launching Labour's defence policy, which now includes a so-called triple lock on the use of Britain's nuclear deterrent.
National security is the most important issue of our times, something which, of course, is always true, and which for us will become our solemn responsibility.
It wasn't just a bad day for the Tories, it was also a bad day for Reform UK party leader Richard Tice, who found himself replaced by the honorary president Nigel Farage. Based on polling, Nigel has decided it's time to get his feet wet and stand for the 8th time as an MP, this time in the constituency of Clacton, a town most famous as the site of showdowns between mods and rockers in the 1960s.
I've changed my mind. It's not always a sign of weakness. It could potentially be a sign of strength. So I am going to stand in this election in the Essex seaside town of Clacton.
The government has been battling to reduce waiting lists as part of outgoing PM Rishi Sunak's 5 pledges, but it doesn't seem to have had much effect. Now, nursing unions are warning that so-called corridor care, which sees patients treated on trolleys in corridors in a bid to free up A&E space, is at crisis point. The Royal College of Nurses have used their annual conference to call a national emergency over the conditions that patients are experiencing and the risk that this form of treatment poses.
Now we're seeing it all of the time. It really is a situation that has to stop. It isn't safe for patients, and it isn't good for staff either to be trying to look after patients when they haven't got the equipment that they need.
Business Secretary Kemi Badenoch says it's not the government's fault and lays the blame at the door of the nursing unions.
One of the things that we're trying to do is actually make sure that we get staff back to work. We have a pledge about bringing down waiting lists. That is something that was coming down until the strikes. So we do have a plan for the NHS.
Ukrainian President Zelensky continued his world tour on Monday, flying from Singapore to the Philippines as he continues to drum up support for the peace summit he is hosting on the 15th and 16th of June. The summit takes place in Switzerland, and over 100 countries have agreed to send representatives, but Russia will not attend, and Zelensky says China won't be there either. Russia issued a new list of sanctions on Monday targeting UK establishment figures, including journalists and experts who are now banned from entering Russia. They also called on the UK to abandon its support for Ukraine, but the UK's Defence Chief Admiral Sir Tony Radakin says the UK will continue to support Zelensky's troops as they battle to push back the latest Russian incursion.
I'm hugely confident. We are already past 800 days for a war that Putin anticipated to be 3 days long. And this is tough for Ukraine, but we have to maintain our support.
Mexico elected its first female president on Monday, Claudia Sheinbaum, who swept to victory with almost 60% of the vote for her Morena party. She will succeed current President López Obrador and has vowed to continue his work in modernizing Mexico. It was the most bloody election in recent history, with more than 30 candidates killed as the country continues to struggle with drug cartels. Sheinbaum is a Nobel Prize winner awarded the Peace Prize alongside Al Gore for her work as an environmental scientist, and she was previously the first female mayor of Mexico City.
I am also grateful because, for the first time in 200 years of the Republic, I will become the first woman president of Mexico. Our government will be honest, without inclusiveness, without corruption, without impunity.
Still to come on the Smart 7.
England warm up for the Euros and Tom Hardy is back as Venom.
Right after this.
Hey, I'm Ryan Reynolds. Recently, I asked Mint Mobile's legal team if big wireless companies are allowed to raise prices due to inflation. They said yes. And then when I asked if raising prices technically violates those onerous 2-year contracts, they said, "What the f*** are you talking about, you insane Hollywood ass?" So to recap, we're cutting the price of Mint Unlimited from $30 a month to just $15 a month. Give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
$45 up front for 3 months plus taxes and fees. Promo rate for new customers for limited time. Unlimited more than 40 gigabytes per month. Slows full terms at mintmobile.com.
Welcome back.
The countdown clock is ticking for this summer's Euros to get underway. The official first game takes place on Friday 14th of June, and it sees Scotland face the hosts Germany. England's first game is on Sunday 16th as they take on Serbia in a group that also contains Denmark and Slovenia. This week sees 2 friendly games to warm up Gareth Southgate's squad, starting with Bosnia-Herzegovina on Monday night. England came to life in the second half with Cole Palmer getting his first England goal with a penalty, and the game finished 3 to Southgate's men, including a last-minute goal for Harry Kane. He says he's fit and raring to go for Euro 2024.
Yeah, I'm feeling good. A lot of the end of the season was precaution. Obviously, there was a big summer coming up, so we didn't want to take no risk with it. And in the end, it was a good chance to get a good break after a tough season. And then, obviously, like I said, we've been in camp now for nearly a week. I've had a good week training, some minutes here, and I'm sure I'll get some minutes on Friday and should be ready to go come the group stage.
Variety has just dropped another series of its head-to-head interviews called Actors on Actors. This round has some big names sitting down together, including the 2 Princess Dianas, Elizabeth Debicki and Emma Corrin, along with Kim Kardashian chatting to Chloe Sevigny and Robert Downey Jr. catching up with Jodie Foster. Foster and Downey have been friends for a long time and first worked together when she directed him in a movie called Home for the Holidays. They chatted about starting out young in Hollywood and how it's a mixed blessing.
Part of the trouble when you start so young is we are preconditioned to take direction.
Yeah, I think it's a gift having started young. What do you think?
Well, sure.
And abusive.
I love the abuse part.
Yes.
There's a new Venom movie on the way, the 3rd in the series, and this one is called Venom: The Last Dance. If you haven't seen the Venom movies, they star Tom Hardy as both journalist Eddie Brock and a creepy alien symbiote called Venom. He's loosely aligned with the Spider-Man universe, and Hardy puts a lot of effort into voicing the Venom character and has even co-written the script for this one. It also stars fellow Brits Chiwetel Ejiofor and Juno Temple, and it's due to hit cinemas in October.
We always knew it was impossible. That we were alone in the universe. And it's our job to make sure that remains a secret.
Let's go get him.
Oh, shit!
You've been listening to The Smart 7. We'll be back tomorrow at 7 a.m. Hit that follow button and have a great day.
Give us 7 minutes, we'll give you the world.
Whether you're a morning person or a bedtime procrastinator, everyone deserves a mattress that works for their style. And you'll find the best mattress for you at Ashley. The new Temper-Adapt collection at Ashley brings you one-of-a-kind body-conforming technology, making every sleep tailored to be your best. The collection also features cool-to-the-touch covers and motion absorption to help minimize sleep disruptions from partners, pets, or kids. Shop the all-new Temper-Adapt collection at Ashley, in-store or online at ashley.com. Ashley, for the love of home.